guys follow me? We'll start filling in from the front. Go all the way down to the end. Down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next row. Let's go all the way down to the end, please. Luxury seats. Don't worry. Yeah, we're the best. Okay, guys, hold up. Let's come in, fill in line by line, all right? Next line. One more, sir.
Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you. 안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. I'm the senior elder of this temple, and this handsome man is myself.
Morning.
Thank you to all teachers, students, and visitors and volunteers for coming today. I'll tell you a short story about the Buddha. He was born in India 2700 years ago as a prince. He enjoyed a good royal life in a palace. One day, when he was 10 years old, he had a strange dream. His mother, who had passed away soon after giving birth to him, appeared. In his dream, his mother was old and eventually died. In reality, his mother was young mother when she died. The Buddha arose from the dream and the trouble. The exact dream repeated many times, and he got alarmed. He thought to himself, what does this dream mean? To make sense of dream, at the age of 29, he left home in the Jewish palace and went into a wooden forest to meditate. He really wanted to find out the meaning of the dream, and he continued to meditate for 6 years. It was at the age of 29. And eventually, he became enlightened and realized that all human beings are born, get old, get sick, and eventually die. It's the cycle of the life. After that, for 49 years, he taught people over and over again how we can free ourselves from suffering and dying, and taught much more. To these modern days, people try to know how we can find through the teaching, how we can find our true nature and be free from suffering. Today, we'll teach you some meditation that put that forth. Thank you. 감사합니다.
So good morning, everyone. My name is Englewood. So today we're going to be teaching you some different types of meditation. So as One Young Kim said, in the Buddhist story, in Buddhism, the question is that we're all going to get old, we're all going to get sick, and we're all going to die. So what's the point of life? Why am I here? What am I? Do I have a soul? Do I not have a soul? Is there God? Is there no God? What is this? What is this life about? The Buddha said he had the exact same questions. When he sat with his drink, he said, oh, who am I? What is this? What is this? And all the answers are inside of you. And so today, instead of just talking about, what is Buddhism, you guys can Google that. But we want to talk about some of the practices that help you find out who you are. What are you? What is this? So today we're going to start off with the first practice, which is a traditional Buddhist practice, which is chanting. So everybody has a piece of paper in front of them. You guys see this? So this is a mantra. It says, Om Mani Padme Hum. You guys say that? I spelled it out like phonetically. So Om Mani Padme Hum. Let's try it. Om Mani Padme Hum. Oh, you guys are really good. Okay, so everybody stand up. Okay. I want to hear it nice and loud. Everybody put your hands together like this. Okay, this is called a moktak. This is kind of like our musical instrument we use to keep rhythm. So I'll start us out. We'll all go together. And then when I get ready to finish, I'm going to go like this. Okay, and we'll stop. All right? So the first meditation practice we're going to do is called chanting meditation. So you guys ready? Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme please sit down. Okay. That was meditation form number 1. Meditation form number 2 will be sitting meditation. So, first of all, you sit down, right? Back straight. No slouching. Back straight so that you can breathe. Now, back straight. You're going to put your left hand on top of your right hand. Like this. Thumbs together. And put it right here. Right underneath your little bit of your belly. That's about where that's at. Relax your shoulders. What I want you to do is I want you to breathe in. When you breathe in, fill your stomach. Breathe into your belly. Belly breathing. In and out. In and out. Not with your lungs, where your stomach comes in and out. And in this meditation, I want you to focus on your breathing. Just breathing, that's all you have to do. So any thought that arises, anything that arises in your mind, practice just for this short period of time to come back to your breath. Breathing in and out, in and out. This is called a jukti. This is our traditional meditation tool. And I hit it 3 times. It sounds like this. When I hit 3 times, that means no more moving. Nobody move. Just breathe, sit still, and then I'll click it 3 times. And that means the meditation is over. Okay? When I click it the last time for 3 times, then we just do a bow, okay? So let's get ready. Back straight. You keep your eyes open, or you can keep your eyes closed, or slightly open. 1, 2, 3. Let's talk about that. Any ideas why we meditate? Yes, sir.
To calm us down.
Yes, to calm you down. That's absolutely right. How was the meditation? Make you guys feel peaceful?
Yes.
What else do we get by meditating? Yes, sir. That's very good. You can reflect on your negative behavior. That's absolutely right. Yes? Yes, absolutely. Yes, sir.
Self-control.
Self-control. Excellent. Yes?
Calm your mind and your body for stress.
That's absolutely right. So here's all, yes?
Become more present.
Man, you guys are great. You guys are already experts. So here's what's happening. When we teach meditation, first of all, is sitting straight, sitting quiet easy? What do you guys think? Is it fun? It can be fun, but it's hard work, right? So first of all, meditation is a practice. It's not like you just sit here and be like, oh, it's no problem. So first, you're learning self-discipline. So you're taking time just to sit. You're making a conscious effort not to move. And you're making a conscious effort just to breathe. So you're building up concentration. You're building up focus on your breath. And you're building up self-discipline to do something that you don't want to do. Because most of the time in life, there's a lot of things I don't want to do. You guys are probably the same, right? Lots of things I don't want to do in life, but sometimes I have to. So when I practice meditation, I sometimes practice making myself uncomfortable. My body gets tired, my knees hurt, my back hurts. It's so boring, and I just can't wait to move. But I just keep sitting. And with that, you build patience, build concentration. And what arises when we talk about meditation itself is just breathing. Who found just breathing easy? Anybody think that was easy? Maybe. Anybody have any thoughts that came to your mind while you meditated? Raise your hand if you had thoughts. Right? So what's interesting about thoughts is because we all think that we have self-control. Do you think you have self-control? Raise your hand if you think you got self-control. So what happens is, in meditation practice, you have a chance to see your mind. Because I'm an adult, and I thought that I was in control. But when I meditate, guess what? My mind is like thinking without me. I came here to meditate, but I'm thinking about the dog barking, I'm thinking about the fire truck that rode by, I'm thinking about what I'm going to have for lunch, thinking about how much longer this class is going to be, right? My mind goes all over the place. So what's interesting is that you think that you're in control, but actually your mind is thinking without you. And so when you sit in meditation, you have an opportunity to calm your body, calm your mind, but you get a chance to see that your mind is actually thinking outside of your control. You're just trying to breathe. That's the only job you have to do is just breathe. And yet your mind is like, oh, what am I going to have for lunch? Oh, when is this going to be over today? Oh, I can't wait for the weekend. Oh, what's next? Right? So when we practice meditation, we practice taking those thoughts and seeing that those thoughts actually end up kind of stealing my life. Because instead of being present where I'm at right now in this moment, I'm daydreaming about the future. Or I'm daydreaming about the past. What happens to my life right now? It's like over. It's gone. What happened to my life? I just missed it. I daydreamed it away. So the practice of meditation allows us to come back and watch our own mind and begin to explore who we are. What is this thing that we are? That we think that we are. So I'd like to open up the floor for, I know you guys have a short time, a brief, if there's any questions about Buddhism, we'd like to address those questions about Buddhism. Does anybody have any questions about Buddhism? Who knows what Buddha means? Yes? Nice try, but no. Buddha just means awake. That's it. He woke up. That's it. He was just a person. He's not a god. He's just a person. And he just woke up. That's what we talk about. Being enlightened means to wake up. Wake up. What am I? What is this body? Am I my body? Am I my mind? So I thought I could control my mind, but I just meditated and I can't control my mind. So if I can't control my mind, can you control your body? Can you not get sick? Can you stop yourself from getting sick? Can I stop myself from not getting hot, not getting cold? My body does what it does. Everything does what it does. What am I? So the Buddha taught about this practice of waking up for you to be able to see what you really are, who you are. And it's not dependent upon like some other religions might ask you to have belief or have faith. And Buddhism is not so big on having great faith. They want you to experience it for yourself. So like if I told you all day long, I was like, this is an apple, this is an apple tree, this is where this apple came from. You might say, well, I know what an apple is. And how many people have tasted an apple? You know what an apple tastes like? Raise your hand. So if I told you, no, this is a pear, I'm going to tell you it's an apple. Does a pear taste like an apple? No. So you know for yourself. If anybody tries to tell you anything different, you're like, no, you have to believe this. You know for yourself what an apple tastes like. So when we practice meditation, we find out for ourselves who we are, what is the universe, what is this life? You know for yourself. It doesn't need anybody else to try and tell you their beliefs. You know for yourself. You discover for yourself who you are, what we are, what this whole thing is. So that's what the Buddha found and discovered. That's what he woke up to. And when he woke up to that, he found that he was free from suffering. He didn't want to suffer in this life. This life is pretty tough. We get old, we get sick, we lose the people and things that we love, we don't get what we want. And he said, yes, that's all part of life. Even in his first lecture, he said, if you're practicing religion so that your dreams come true, if you're practicing religion so that you don't get sick, if you're practicing religion so you get what you want, and that you don't die, he said, you're in the wrong spot. Because we're all going to have those things happen to us. So our practice of Buddhism is a practice of awakening. It's founded on meditation. And we're going to do one more meditation before we leave today. But any further questions about Buddhism? Oh, yes?
What are the words in the chant mean?
So, good questions. The words of the chant, Om Mani Padme Hum, are all syllables, they're sounds. Now, you might say, well, does it have some special meaning? It doesn't really have, it does have special meaning, like religious meaning. But the truth is, if I said, why don't we just chant Coca-Cola, 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 it would have the same effect. So why do we do chanting meditation? We did chanting meditation because, first of all, when we chant, after about 2 minutes, it starts to get kind of tiring, right? You're like, please, can we just stop? So sometimes when we chant, sometimes we chant for like half hour, 45 minutes, like that can go on for like a long, long time, right? It's called keto chanting. So when we do that kind of chanting, you're so tired in your mind. After a while, you're like, Om Mani Padme, you can't even remember. You've been saying it so many times, it becomes like a tongue twister. So what it does for you is this. One, when you're doing chanting meditation, it keeps your mind focused on only one thing. Okay? So again, you're building up discipline, you're building up focus. And when you're saying Om Mani Padme Hum, because it has like really no meaning, right? It's not like saying water, 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 tree. Like it has some kind of English meaning to it, to the word. They're just sounds. So you can't connect any thinking to the sounds. So when you're just doing the sounds over and over again, you're building concentration, building focus, and guess what? Where's my suffering? If I got problems, they disappear. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. As long as I keep saying that, the whole world melts away. Same thing happens in meditation. All of my anxiety, all of my problems, everything, it just disappears. Like it just goes away. And then when I start to think again, I'm like, oh, I've got so many problems. And I do meditation again, and it disappears again. But the ability is, through practices, is to be able to keep reminding yourself that you really don't have so many problems. They appear when I think that they appear, and they disappear when I think that they disappear. And so the practice of chanting is the practice of watching our minds. Another way to meditate, but meditating instead of on our breath, and meditating on our phrase. Next question? Yes?
How many different types of meditations/chants are there?
There's so many, but they all come back down to even if there's 1,000 different chants, all chants kind of have the same purpose, same idea. Even there's different kinds of meditations they're very similar to. Yes, sir.
What's the feeling of like reaching enlightenment?
I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me. Okay, you keep practicing. Yes?
How many hours or like how long do you meditate for? A
Well,
day?
well, how long do you meditate for? How many?
2 hours every day.
2 hours every day. So I would suggest this. So when it comes to meditation, there's certain times in the season we meditate like 10 hours a day for 3 months in the spring and 3 months in the fall, traditionally in the monastery. But I would say on average, I meditate every day at least an hour. But I would suggest this: meditate give yourself really 15 minutes a day. That's it, 15 minutes, because if you give yourself just 15 minutes, like I can't find time, you will straighten out your whole life. All of your problems, you will understand exactly what to do. You just have to take 15 minutes and breathe a day. And everything will fall into place for you. Yes?
Is there a specific time that you meditate?
Well, some people are better meditators in the evening. Some people like to meditate first thing in the morning, so that their mind is clear for the day. Some people like to do it at the end of the day and clear off their mind. And some people do it in the morning and the evening. So I think that everybody's a little bit different. But the practice of meditation always helps you recenter yourself. And most of the problems that you feel anxiety about, you probably know the answers to inside, but you may not want to be honest with yourself about what your problem is. But when we sit with ourselves, I always know the truth. And if I sit long enough, the truth always shows itself to me. And I know what I need to do to fix my problem. More questions? So we're going to do one last meditation. We're going to do walking meditation. And at the end of our walking meditation, we're going to hand out, this is called a yumju. It's like prayer beads. But it's really not so important about the number of beads or what's on them. But the practice is that we're carrying this for, I don't know, probably 20 years, the same beads. But if we hand them out to you, you can use them as a meditation tool. So anytime I feel stressed, or I feel anxious, or I need extra patience, sometimes I just breathe in and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, until I go all the way around. And I use it all the time. You know, if I'm in a situation where maybe somebody's, maybe they're boring me. I don't even want to listen to them, but I still have to listen to them. I use the beads. Or maybe I'm getting yelled at, or there's some difficult situation. I just put it in my hand, and I just do like 1, 2, it's going to pass. It's impermanent. It's just temporary. So I just have to wait long enough to catch my breath again, refocus my mind, and then it will pass. So this is a great tool that we're going to hand out here at the end of our meditation. So next meditation we're going to do is we're going to do walking meditation, which is our third form of meditation for today. So I'd like everybody to stand up. And this time when we walk, I want you to walk heel-toe, right? So you put your heel down, then your toe, heel, toe. And I want you to walk with your back straight. And I want you to breathe into your stomach, okay? It's not like just like walking. Just like we did meditation, I want you to breathe into your stomach. I'm just going to walk slow, heel-toe, 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 okay? So I'm going to have everybody line up. We're going to make a big line all the way around. We're going to do it twice, and then we're going to go out the back. And as we go to the back, we're going to hand out yumju and a card, and then put your shoes on, and we'll wait out front, and we'll take a group photo with everyone. All right, so let's all line up behind me, and we have the first row. Maybe it'll be easier. We'll do row by row. I don't know. We'll just, you know what, guys, fold it. I think that'll probably be easiest. Okay, fall in behind me.
Single file, single file.
Single file. No talking. Now we have everybody in line. I want you to put your hands left on top of right, just like we did meditation, right? Put your hands just like that. Keep them right here. and I want you to breathe into your stomach, and I want everybody to try and walk in step. Okay, so we're gonna go slow, but don't walk over like the other person. Walk mindful and feel your heel touch the floor. Feel your toes touch the floor. Feel each footstep as if it was your last footstep in this life. Okay? Just breathing. So here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 아이고야.
아이고야.
There's more. there we go.
엄마니 반대.
엄마는 건 예.
오케이.
여기.
1, 2, 3, 4.
이렇게 나요, 요 앞에?
응, 그게 낫겠어. 애들이.
네, 알겠습니다. 시간을 착각을 했어요.
For a break. Take your shoes off. Shoes off. Shoes All right, come in. We're going to start filling from the very front. So let's walk in. Please, can you fill in the front row, please? And everybody sit. So the front row. I need front row excellence. Where's the front? You guys wait. You guys can do it. Okay, so this way. Okay, so this way. Come on this way. You can have a seat.
Yeah, no, I think she's, she's Zoe on the train.
Okay, good morning, everyone. This is the Abbott Williams today, and I'm Hazen today.
Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you. 안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. I'm a senior airport of this temple, and this young gentleman,
비즈니스님입니다.
young is vice airport. Thank you to all teachers, students, and visitors, and volunteers for coming today. I will tell you a short story about Buddha. He was born in India 2700 years ago as a prince. He enjoyed a good life in a palace. One day, when he was 10 years old, he had a strange dream. His mother, who had passed away soon after giving birth to him, appeared. In his dream, she was old and eventually died. In reality, she was a young mother when she died. The Buddha arose from his dream and the truth. The exact dream repeated many times, and he got alarmed. He thought to himself, what does this dream mean? To make sense of the dream, at the age of 29, he left home in a luxurious palace and went out into a mountain forest to meditate. He really wanted to know, to find out the meaning of the dream. And he continued to meditate for 6 years. At the last, he became enlightened and realized that all human beings are born at old, get sick, and eventually die. It's the cycle of life. After that, for 49 years, the Buddha taught people over and over again how we can be free from suffering and dying. And he taught much more. To these modern days, people want to know through his teachings how we find our true nature and be free from suffering. Today, we teach you some meditation that the Buddha taught. Thank you. 감사합니다.
So good morning, guys. So what we want to do today, so like one young student said, in Buddhism, within the Buddha too, he says, listen, what is the point of life? I'm born, I live, my life is hard, I suffer, and then I die. What's the point? Why is this? Why am I going through this cycle of suffering? I'm born, I live life, and I die. And everything's going to happen to everybody. He was a prince. So he says, what's the point? What's the point of life? And that's why the Buddha, when we talk about the practices we're going to practice today, our practices on the path to enlightenment. Does anybody know what Buddha means? Yes, sir.
Enlightened one.
Enlightened one, it means, actually just means awake. He's the awakened one. He just woke up. So that's what we're going to try and do today. We're going to try and wake ourselves up to see who we are. He asked the question, what am I? Do you have a soul? Do you not have a soul? Is there life after death? Is there not life after death? Are you eternal? Are you not eternal? Or is this just it? What is this thing that you are? So this question is all religions have these questions and have different answers. And the Buddha said, well, I don't know what the answer is. I want to find it for myself. And he taught this through different forms of meditation. So the first form of meditation we're going to practice today is a traditional chanting meditation. Does everybody have a little piece of paper in front of them? So this is a mantra. It says, Om Mani Padme Hum. You said, Om Mani Padme Hum. All right, perfect. So I want everybody to stand up. Okay. No talking. We're going to chant. This is called a mok talk. It's what we use to keep the rhythm. So I will start us out, Om Mani Padme Hum. I expect everybody to participate and don't stop. Just keep chanting Om Mani Padme Hum until I stop. And when I stop, I'll stop like this. Well, no talk down. So that means that'll be the end of the chanting. Okay? So give it as loud as you can and try and get it from your lower stomach. Right here, not from up here. Try and go Om, feel it through the breath coming from your belly. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Everybody have a seat now, please. Whew. So that was meditation form number 1. So why do we do chanting meditation? Anybody have any ideas? Yes, sir.
To calm us down.
To calm us down. So 1, you're taking deep breaths. Om Mani Padme. So you're letting all of that breathing energy out, right? Yes?
Is it like some bad energy?
You're letting some bad energy out. You're letting out some frustration. You're letting out, yes?
Focusing on your words.
Focusing on your words. You're focusing on the mantra. The mantra doesn't really have meaning because it's just sounds. It's just syllables. It's not really words. So your mind doesn't attach meaning. It's not like saying water, 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 or tree, or something like that. It's just syllables, right? Just sounds. So when you chant, it gets rid of all of your anxiety. It doesn't allow you also to focus on your problems. Who's got problems in here? Anybody got problems? I got problems too. So
Actually, no, I'm person.
we all have problems. So when you chant, what it allows you to do with a mantra, it allows you for a short period of time to only focus on just your chanting, just on what you're saying, just on the sound. And in that, it relieves your suffering. All of your problems disappear. There's no problems. Anybody have any problems for that 2 minutes? Nope, I had no problems. So sometimes you just have to give yourself a break. So it's one of the techniques that the Buddha taught for us to be able to relieve our suffering is to practice chanting. Especially if I have a lot on my mind sometimes and my mind won't stop thinking, then I might just say, Om Mani Padme, I might just do a mantra like that over and over again till my mind calms down, until I calm down. The next form of meditation we're going to do is called sitting meditation. All right? So we're going to do some sitting meditation. And sitting meditation, this is called this is the meditation tool. I'm going to click it 3 times, it means we start. I'm going to click it 3 times, that means it's over. Okay? So we do sitting meditation. We'll talk about meditation afterward. Sit down. Okay, back straight. Everybody sit with the back straight. No slouch posture, okay? If you feel yourself start to slouch, up. Okay, like there's a string on top of your head pulling you up. When you're like this, it's hard to breathe actually. So you want to be able to breathe. And I want you to breathe into your stomach. So take a deep breath right now. Feel your stomach come out. So when we're doing meditation, we're going to breathe with our stomach, not with our chest. Feel your stomach go in and out. In and out. Okay? Take your hands. Left hand goes on top of the right hand. Thumbs together. And then you're going to stick it, rest it on your legs. Just like this. Kind of like right, I don't know, you guys, like right there, kind of like in your belly roll. It's like right there in the crease is where it would be. Relax your shoulders. You breathe deeply into your stomach. And when we do meditation, what I want you to do is just breathe in and out, in and out. It helps you to count your breath. You can count your breath. You just want to breathe, that's fine too. But what I don't want is that anytime your mind starts to wander, right? You're thinking about lunch, thinking about the rest of the day, thinking about when this will be over. I want you just to focus on your breath. Okay? You can keep your eyes open, or you can keep your eyes closed, or you can keep your eyes slightly open. Okay? But during this time, no movement, no talking. Okay? Back straight. Get it together. Knock out. Perfect. So let's talk about religious practice, right? So with sitting meditation, why do we sit in meditation? Anybody have any ideas? Yes, sir.
Maybe to calm our bodies down.
Calm our bodies down. Yes.
More comfortable?
It is comfortable. Yes.
It helps you feel more relaxed.
Helps you feel more relaxed. These are all good answers. Yes. Yes. Yes, sir.
It like only focuses on your upper body, so it like puts less pressure and you're moving.
Yes, it does. Yes. Yes.
Calm your mind down.
Calm your mind down. Yes.
Only focus on yourself.
Yes. To focus on yourself. Yes. Yes.
Also, when you like close your eyes, you kind of like forget about everything that's around you, and really that's you just like focus on like your breathing, and it like puts all your worries aside.
Excellent. Excellent. So when we talk meditation, there's a couple things that happen in meditation. First of all, the position itself, right? Your body's like, it's made out of water, right? It's pretty fluid. So to make people sit and not move, is that easy? Not to move?
No.
It's not easy, right? So sometimes people think meditation is easy, but meditation is not easy. Meditation takes a lot of self-discipline. So first practice in meditation is you're building up self-discipline because you're not moving. And why is that good to practice meditation, not moving? Because there's plenty of times in life, real life, that you know what? I don't want to be someplace, but I'm stuck. You ever been stuck someplace you don't want to be? And then you just suffer. You're like, oh, I can't wait to get out of here. But in this practice, meditation, I practice being stuck, being uncomfortable, not moving. So I'm already prepared for when I get stuck in real life. So one, you're building up self-discipline. You're building up focus, because you're just focusing on your breathing. Just breathing in and out. So you're building up focus and concentration. So you have more focus, more concentration, more self-discipline. Those are just the foundation of what's happening, right from the practice of what we're doing. Now let's talk about our mind. Who had any thoughts while we were meditating? Did anybody have any thoughts? I had thoughts too.
I did.
So what's interesting about the thoughts is this, is that you think you have self-control? Raise your hand if you think you got some self-control. A little bit, right? So you think you have a little self-control. And you think you control your thoughts. You agree with that? I control my thoughts. But what happens in meditation is I ask you guys just to breathe. That's it. That's all you had to do. Just breathe. But I'm pretty sure that nobody can just breathe. I'm sure everybody thought. Breathe and was thinking about some kind of thought. What am I going to do later today? Oh, what happened this morning? Well, what am I going to do this weekend? Someone's got some thoughts. So what's interesting is that your mind thinks without you. Your mind thinks without you being in control of your mind. Your mind goes over here. Your mind goes over there. Thinking over here. Thinking over there. I thought I was in control. But actually, when you sit in meditation and you focus on just breathing, you see that you're not in control of your own thoughts. Actually, my thoughts take me over here. They take me over here. I start worrying about, oh, I got this problem, I got that problem, I got this problem. My mind takes me on a whole journey someplace. I don't even need to go there. I'm okay right now. But my mind's thinking about all my anxiety, it's thinking about my frustration, thinking about my fears, my problems. Do they exist right now? Nope, they don't exist right now. They exist when they're happening to me, but my mind takes me on a journey. And it actually steals my life away from me. Because I'm here right now, but I'm so lost in the future, I'm so lost in the past, that I forget that I'm present right now. This is my life. So what we do through meditation is we practice not getting lost in our daydreams. Doesn't mean that you're not thinking, but it means not getting lost in things that are not good for you. So you're thinking down on yourself, you're depressed, you're afraid, all these different thoughts that happen in our lives. They take your mind someplace that you don't want them to go. So our ability to be able to grab our mind and bring our mind back to the present moment is the practice of meditation. And in the practice of this, the deeper meditation, the more that we practice, the more you have an opportunity to discover for yourself. Do you have a soul? Are you the mind? Are you just the body? I can't control my mind. And I can't control my body. My body can still get sick. I can't control whether it gets sick or not. Can't control whether it's healthy or not. I mean, I can try and make judgments about what kind of food I have, but I can still get disease. Everybody's going to get disease. So what is this thing that I am? And meditation allows you to look inside yourself and find out for yourself who you are. And that's the one thing that's a little bit different about Buddhism than other religions is that Buddhism is not faith-based. So it doesn't ask you to believe, it asks you to experience. So like if I told you about an apple, right? Has anybody had an apple before? You know what an apple tastes like? Raise your hand. All right, so if I gave you a pear and I said this is an apple, you would say, no, it's not an apple, this is a pear. So I know what a pear tastes like, I know what an apple tastes like. So Buddhism, I can teach all day about, listen, this is an apple tree, this apple came in this part of the country, this is what kind of food it needs, what kind of nutrients, and this is what it tastes like. It tastes kind of sour, a little bit crisp, but you still have no idea. But if you just bit into one apple, you would know for yourself. And nobody could ever convince you differently because you know for yourself. So the practice of meditation, the practice of Buddhism, is the discovery of yourself for yourself. And it doesn't require any faith-based belief. It's experiential. For you to know for yourself. You have a soul, don't have a soul. You live forever, you don't live forever. At least you know. So the practice is what it brings to us. It brings an end to my suffering, of why I do suffer. I'd like to take a quick minute here before we move into our last form of meditation. If there's any questions about Buddhism that we can answer real quick. Does anybody have any questions about Buddhism? Yes, sir.
How did you become
It's a long story, but in the short version of it, I'll tell you what, I was raised as a Protestant Christian. My brother is a Christian minister. And along the road, I got mugged. Somebody mugged me and put a gun to my head. And I didn't understand how God could allow that to happen to me. I'm a good person, but I'm sure that plenty of people have been shot who got robbed just like me. And the question was, for me, they said, listen, so people told me that guardian angels were looking out for me. God didn't want this person to hurt me. But if I believed that, for me, it would mean that somehow that person was God's puppet. And I know that God doesn't tell me what to do. I do whatever I want to do. So I couldn't believe that God just came down and stopped this person from not hurting me. And in that, I discovered that that person really did have the power to kill me. And in that, within Buddhism says, that Buddhism doesn't believe in God. It believes that every one of us is God. And together we create the universe. And that everybody has the power to create. Everybody has the power to destroy. And everybody has the power to save. Now, it may not be like miraculous like you're thinking. But that idea of saying that together we save each other, together we help each other, and together we destroy each other. And in that Buddhist view is what took me away from my Christian identity and started my path towards Buddhism. Any other questions? Yes?
When you didn't believe that you were a Christian anymore, why did you decide that you were gonna become part of Buddhism?
Well, I'll tell you what, I didn't necessarily know that I was going to become a Buddhist, but what I knew is that the beliefs that I believed in didn't seem true to me. And so I started to meditate. And so through Buddhist meditation, right, little bit by little bit I started to meditate. First I joined kind of like a temple, I guess, a Zen center, and I meditated twice a week for like 2 hours on Tuesdays and 2 hours on Thursdays. And kind of like walking in like the mist. Right? Like, all of a sudden, I was soaking wet. I don't know how I became a monk. I just slowly became a monk. So it really happened was through meditation. It gave me an opportunity to really discover, what is this life? And who am I? And through that, I would say that it allows me to see Christianity and Judaism and Hinduism and Islam through different eyes. Now, but at the time, I think that everybody has different paths. And for me, meditation led the path to what I found to be most helpful, most useful for the people, myself, and for the people around me. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
What's your favorite meditation practice, if you have one, and why?
So my favorite meditation practice is probably sitting meditation. Out of all the meditations, I like sitting meditation because it allows me to see my mind. And I do believe, not I believe, I know that all of my problems, I have the answers to. And I believe that every one of you knows the answers to your problems. But guess what? I lie to myself all the time. I tell myself, I'm not good enough, I should become like this, I need to get rid of this, I need to become more like this. I tell myself all kinds of stories. But actually, the truth of what I need to do and who I am, it's inside. I know the answers. And I know when I'm thinking correctly, and I know when I'm thinking not correctly, but I'm not always honest with myself. But if I sit in meditation, and you sit long enough, regular enough, you'll know the truth for yourself. You know the answers to your problems. Any problem that you have. The answer, you already know what the answer is, you just don't want to do it. Because maybe it might hurt you, or maybe it might hurt somebody else to make that kind of decision. But the truth is that you know the answers. Inside, you always know. And meditation is my favorite because I always find the answer inside myself. Any other questions? Okay, so the last meditation we're going to do is we're going to do walking meditation. And we're going to walk like this. You're going to walk heel, toe, heel, toe. We're going to go slow, like it's like your last step on life, okay? Heel, toe. And while we're doing this, I want you to remember no talking and to breathe, just like we breathe in meditation, breathe into your stomach, and we're going to hold our hands the same way, okay? And then as we go out the door, we're going to give you a yumju. This is a bracelet. It's like a Buddhist prayer beads. And we're going to give you an envelope. And this is a tool that we use sometimes. I use it all the time, actually. That when I get stressed or I have a problem that causes me anxiety or causes me some difficult situation I don't want to be in, I know that it's impermanent. I know it's going to change. And I just take this in my hand and I run it through my fingers. You just count 1, 2, 3. Or you can take deep breaths. Just breathe in 1 breath, 2 breaths, 3 breaths, and it will be over. It will be over. So everything is impermanent. Everything is always changing. And this tool, sometimes when I have problems with my family, problems with my friends, problems with coworkers, I can take this out and put it in my hand. And I can say, you know what? This is very difficult for me to do, but it's not going to last. And I just need to give myself a quick break. If you feel stressed out, you pull out your yumju, remind yourself to take 20 breaths, and guess what? Your problems disappear, just like in meditation. When you're in meditation, the world disappears. When you're out of meditation, the world reappears. So is the world real or not real? I don't know. Good question. So practice meditation. The next one we're going to do is walking meditation. So everybody please stand up. I need to have a... My legs like a seat. I'm so sick. So we're going to line up a single file line, okay?
Team effort.
Behind me all the way around, and then we're going to walk out to the door. We're going to do 2 circles around, then we'll go out to the door, okay? And we'll take a group picture at the end. Okay, so come on, first row, come line up behind me. Just walk normal right now while we're then we'll do meditation. I'll tell you when we start. Let's get everybody in line. We're going to form one big circle.
Go ahead, Elliot, you're next.
Hudson.
So just go. Okay, good. Then 1 row at a time, 1 row at a time. Then the next row. Hold on. 1 row at a time. Jordan, come on. Caroline, Megan.
No, mine.
Okay, hold on. Then Ishan.
Isha.
We're gonna start right over here. Okay. Alright. Now TJ.
Everybody's in file. Okay, arms together, left on top of right. Just stay in the center like this. I'm going to walk heel toe. I'm going to hit the jerky 3 times. We're going to walk slow, try and walk in step. And remember just to breathe. Just like we're walking, just like we're doing sitting meditation. Same style, but we're going to be walking. Ready?
Yeah, absolutely. Sure, you want to stand right over there? Awesome, thank you so much. Yeah. Awesome, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for having us. Really appreciate it. Great to meet you. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And the kids said they feel very calm. They said very.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. This was so amazing. Absolutely, sounds great. I'm assuming all the kids that are here. I hope so. All I know is walking around. I noticed the shoes.
lunch. 갑시다. 자,
네? 전 안 가요.
점심으로 가야지. 와, 같이 가자. 아, 우리 은서 얼마나 있었어?
혜진스님 최고.
진짜? 그래. So many kids. 그래.
야, 이런 거는 우리 절밖에 못할 거야 아마. So you are so wonderful.
Yes, that's good that
I think so.
학교 선생님 오라 초청하면